Megalopolis. Lopolis's trailers fake critic quotes were AI generated. Lionsgate drops marketing consultant responsible for snafu. Lionsgate has parted ways with Eddie Egan, the marketing consultant who came up with the Megalopolis trailer that included fake quotes from famous film critics. The studio pulled the trailer on Wednesday after it was pointed out that the quotes trashing Francis Ford Coppola's previous work did not actually appear in the critics' reviews and were in fact made up. Sources tell Variety it was not Lionsgate or Egan's intention to fabricate quotes, but it was an error in properly vetting and fact-checking the phrases provided by the consultant. The intention of the trailer was to demonstrate that Coppola's revered work, much like Megalopolis, has been met with criticism. It appears that AI was used to generate the false quotes from the critics, and this is from Variety. This is the tea. We're spilling the tea here.
Had you heard this story?
No.
Okay. I love this because this went from a marketing consultant who must have thought they were a genius to that same marketing consultant leaning on AI and everything blowing up spectacularly. So what happened was Francis Ford Coppola is releasing a new movie. It's called Megalopolis. And it premiered at Cannes.
Okay.
And it hasn't been well received. It was a flop. And so this marketing exec, looking at this horrible situation for this movie that's coming out and needs to make a bunch of money, goes, well, this is Francis Ford Coppola we're talking about. He's one of the greatest directors of all time. His movies are historically excellent, and this is not the first time one of his movies has been poorly received. And then, lo and behold, the movie turns out to be great. The critics didn't know what they were talking about. So he comes up with this scheme to build this, he comes up with this scheme to build this trailer for this movie, including quotes trash talking all of these other movies that are famously excellent. So like talking about how bad The Godfather is.
Yes.
People who watched the trailer were making jokes about the Family Guy. I don't like The Godfather because it insists upon itself. And part of the problem was that that's how these fake quotes came off.
So good.
They were clearly fake critical reviews of these excellent movies. And like the premise, okay, we're going to lean in and say, yeah, the critics were wrong about that one. So they're going to be wrong about this one too. It's going to be awesome. You can't trust the critics. Look at all these mistakes they've made in the past. I get what they were going for. I still maybe wouldn't have gone that route.
It's a scheme.
Right?
It's a scheme.
Like even if you take the AI out of it,
it's a scheme.
Say, oh, we're gonna like use this.
We're double down on the critics are wrong. We're gonna make them look even sillier. Like, okay, you got 5% chance.
You've got a movie coming out by Francis Ford Coppola. How many filmgoers look at the reviews from Cannes? Like, I get that it's a big deal in the entertainment world.
But like still, most moviegoers are like, oh, I saw a trailer, I heard it from a friend, I didn't go research whatever. Like there are a subset of people that do that, and that's fine. Most don't. Most are like, oh, I'm going to go to Rotten Tomatoes or I'm going to go to the Cannes review board. No.
I'm just going to see the trailer and I'm going to go to the movie. And I'm maybe talk about social network. Did you see it? Is it good? Okay. Yeah. Should I say? Okay, great. It's by a director I like and a genre I like. I'm going to go see the movie. That's it.
Done.
And so you can just market it the way you would any other movie.
Yeah.
But a marketing exec was trying to be clever. And this is
I love this.
I think it's super fun.
I think it's super funny as well. We've talked on the stream before about the power of AI and like the accountability with AI. And yeah, AI, I'm sure that trailer was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure the trailer was great. But if the trailer is a bunch of lies because your AI is spitting out fake quotes and you are not fact-checking the information coming out of AI, you just destroyed your entire reputation. It's like that marketing exec is going, how did this, in the terms of process, how did you generate content? How did you write this? How did you come up with this idea and then not fact check and make sure anything or all of it was actually accurate?
Yeah. And
that's insane.
How does no one on the client's side
double check those things are actually true? I would. Well, that doesn't happen here. There's a failure of process, a severe overtrust in your partners,
Overtrust in the technology.
overtrust in the technology. I don't. I would.
We're
speculate. I don't know if this person admitted to using AI to help generate the idea, and I don't know what the client or Lionsgate versus what that looked like. But the Lionsgate might not even have known that AI was involved in creating the thing. Like that might not even have been disclosed to them. So like, there still needs to be someone that is double checking the work that's actually, if it's going out under your brand, Lionsgate has the obligation to say this is going out with our name attached to it. I don't care who worked on it.
I'm going to look to make sure the information is accurate. Look at this on the most granular level. We are printing lint cards as a promotional item for an event we're going to. And when we print those lint cards, we design the file in-house for ourselves, and we proof it in-house. We get someone to look at the design and say, yep, there's no problems with that. And then we send the file to a manufacturer, and that manufacturer prepares the file for print. And then before they print the file, they send it back to us to look at one more time and say, yep, it still looks good. And we were responsible for the content in the first place. Yep. And we would do the same thing if we were building a website for someone.
And that's for a process that is way less money and way less impactful than putting a trailer out with that had a massive budget behind it.
Oh yeah, but like this trailer is going to be seen by millions of people.
It's almost what the Streisand effect with this too, because it's like I will now actually go watch the trailer because I know how bad and how wrong it is. It's like one of those things they're going to try and, we parted ways with them, or we don't want to actually have this associated with us, which is the right move. But by doing that, you're naturally creating the curiosity of going, oh, well, now I have to see the trailer. I've never wanted to see a trailer in my life. I got to see this one.
To be fair, they want people to want to see the trailer. Because even knowing that the reviews are fake, that's still gonna, like, this is still good for them.
So we could be playing 4D chess with this, and this could all be part of this.
Well, they fired the marketing person, so it seems unlikely that was intentional.
The 4D chess is, I'm actually going to get fired for this, but that was actually part of the scheme.
That would be hilarious.
It's going to generate a whole whack ton of interest, and they actually come. Yeah.
The downside, though, is like the whole scheme of saying, oh, we'll use the negative reviews to show that these negative reviews aren't so bad. Well, now everyone's talking about the negative reviews.
Yes.
And if they had just marketed it as a movie by Francis Ford Coppola,
that is,
they're toasted.
They're toasted. They're toasted.
It's like,
if you get that reference, like you win. It's
like the Mad Men thing.
Mad Men.
When everyone was trying to figure out how to market cigarettes, when all the health issues were coming out, their suggestion was, no, we'll be the company that doesn't acknowledge it. We're going to talk about the quality of the product, and we're going to leave all this controversy aside.
We're toasted.
And we're going to stand out by focusing on our strengths.
Which is never the wrong thing to do. Focus on your strengths. Double down on your strengths. You're never going to regret going, oh no, I wish I didn't do the thing I'm really good at better or more. No, do that. How can AI be used safely?
We talk about this all the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, double, triple, quadruple, check, don't trust, validate.
Well, I mean, even in the most basic level, stop using AI to generate searchable content. If it's not information already in your head that you're just trying to put nicely on a page, you shouldn't be using the AI to go and look for it.
Yeah, if you're not a subject matter expert, the AI certainly isn't.
Yeah. And I don't mind using AI. Sometimes I'll take an article that I've written and I want an excerpt for that article. And I'll feed the entire article into my prompt and I'll say,
condense this down into 200 characters.
Yep. And I can't count on it to get the character count right.
Sure.
But I can mostly count on it to use information from the prompt I've provided because I gave it the material and then it's searching through.
Did you double check it afterwards?
Of course.
Probably.
But double checking aside, you should always double check all the content that goes out. But in terms of what we should be asking AI for in the first place, we shouldn't be asking it to generate new content that we aren't already fully familiar with and guiding. It's a pretty good tool some of the time for helping someone who is not a strong writer put out content that is clearly written. It is not a powerful tool for searching for information and getting it consistently right.
And the word is confidently incorrect.
Yep.
It will come back and it will look beautiful. It'll look great. There'll be bullet points and headings, and there'll be like semicolons all over the place, and it'll like, holy smokes, this is awesome, and none of it'll be true.
And this is the problem we're seeing with AI over and over and over again. The mistake people keep running into is using AI as a search engine.
Yeah.
When it's not. It's a calculator for writing.
Despite what the AI companies will tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.